YTPC, how's it going? Steve, SI Pipe Smoker. Having a little coffee this morning. Beautiful day here in New York. Let's see, we got 61, 10:30 in the morning. All right, let's start off with this. Today we're smoking, this is Pipes by Lee, 3-star. In it today we have Orlick Golden Slices. This comes in like a flake form. I had it drying out for about an hour and a half. Lightly rub it out, stuff it in. Smoking good. This is about a year and a half old. So not too old, but it's got a little bit of age on it. This pipe I use for Virginia. I have a 7-day set of pipes I put on the side just to smoke Virginia out of. You know, Vapors, Virginia. The rest is English and Latakia blends and Balkans and stuff like that. Alright, I wanted to show you a little something that I picked up. I actually picked it up sort of a fluke. I was searching eBay. I look on there every once in a while just to see what's around. And I seen this pipe. I don't know if you can make that out there. This stem. What this is, believe it or not, custom built pipe. Now, this is a Wally Frank era custom built. You know, it's not a Mincer or a Eugene Rich or anything like that. But it is stamped custom built. If you can make it out, I don't know. Let's see it there. But it's definitely a Wally Frank era. You could tell that it's not from the earlier pipes. But I was searching through eBay, seen this pipe sitting there for a few days. I just threw like a $30 bid on it a day or two before the auction was set to finish, and I was surprised that I won the auction. I didn't think I was when I placed the bid. I says, what the hell, I'll throw $30 on it. But the pipe came in beautiful condition. I did a couple of salt and alcohol treatments on it. You could see it has a little bit of charring around the rim. I tried to clean that up as much as I could. Hardly had any cake at all in it. This pipe could not have been smoked more than 3 or 4 times. No chatter on the stem. I did sand it just a little tiny bit. I oiled the stem. You could see it's not a high gloss. I don't have a buffing wheel, so I do everything by hand. And it was in such good shape that I'm like, I'm not spending hours to do this. There's nothing wrong with it the way it is. And for $30, a Wally Frank pipe is pretty good. I mean, that's probably the going rate for a Wally Frank, $20 to $35. And I have a number of them because they're from New York. I like to get pipes that are from New York. And I'm telling you, every one that I have smokes great. Well worth $30 for a pipe. You cannot go wrong with a Wally Frank. If you get it for 25, 30 bucks, it's going to smoke great. So, nothing special, but it's good. I'm sure it's going to be a nice smoking pipe, and I might even smoke that, give it the first smoke this afternoon. So, that was that. I haven't been buying much lately at all. I was going through my tobacco, and I have so much tobacco that I'm trying my best just to slow down on buying more. I will buy Esoterica if I see it pop up again, but alright. I hope everybody's doing good with this coronavirus. I tell you what, New York, we are in a mess. An absolute mess. We have two clowns running this state. Absolute clowns. Cuomo and de Blasio, the mayor. How anybody could say this guy Cuomo was any good is beyond me. This guy is so arrogant, condescending to everybody. He knows better than anybody. Well, they got a big scandal going on now. If you don't know, the end of March, Cuomo signed, I believe it's an executive order, I could be wrong, but it's signed by him, forcing nursing homes to take patients with coronavirus, not allowing them to test people coming into the facility, and force these people into nursing homes that has caused thousands of deaths. Now, no one wants to ask him about it. The liberal media we have here in New York is disgusting. Luckily, we have a couple. There's this one female reporter that, I'm telling you, she's all over him. And she's digging into this story. And when she asks him a question, he goes through a 5-minute answer that has nothing to do with what she asked him. This guy he's disgusting. He has caused thousands of deaths, and he refuses to answer it, and nobody wants to ask him about it. We have a couple of courageous nursing home workers that don't want to give their identity. They go on radio and they're telling how bad this is and what they did to the nursing homes. They're afraid of losing their jobs. But this story is finally catching a little traction. So we might start hearing a little bit more about it. But according to what's going on so far, it's in the thousands, the number of deaths caused by this action that he took. And nobody wants to ask him about it. And then we have de Blasio here, the head clown. He came out with an order a couple weeks ago to have the police start, I don't know if they're going to arrest people, summons people, if you don't have a mask on, if they feel you're walking too close to somebody else. And he put an order out that the police have to go out there and enforce this. Naturally, we're in New York. First weekend incident already. Cops go up to somebody, no mask, turns into a mini brawl. They wind up locking one or two people up, and the cops suspended, I believe, already. Complaints made, and now everybody's backing away from the cop. I don't know what the hell's going on in this city. I mean, the cops should have known better. In this city, nobody's backing you up. Something goes wrong, you're on your own here. This is New York, it isn't TV. When you go and tell somebody you're under arrest, they don't turn around and put their hands behind their back. That's the way it is. So now the cop is suspended, and everybody's turning their back on him and walking away. The police union is having a fit. They didn't want to do this from the beginning. And now this guy's left holding the bag. So, this is where we're at in New York. Not to mention that just the other day, this guy de Blasio says New York is going to be closed at least till September. What is going on here? I don't get it. What is going on? New York is shot. I think we beat California. We got Cuomo, governor, de Blasio as mayor, and Schumer as a senator. What horrible people. Absolutely horrible. Well, excuse me for my rant, but I've been home for 2 months, and now it's really starting to get, it's out of hand here. I usually don't talk any politics on this, but it's just getting to me. I had to let off some steam, so just excuse me. This all at Golden Slice. Good stuff. Good stuff. We're into the nicer weather, so I've been trying to switch over to the Virginias, the Vapors. I've been smoking more of them than the English blends and a lot of Kia stuff. Now that the nicer weather's coming here. Actually, the weather hasn't been that nice, really. I mean, April wasn't a good month weather-wise here anyway.